I guess he doesn't like playing against Lancer Hammer with Ember.
Ember, I'm trying to think of something else that I saw selection recently. I can't. I think it was Koji. Either way, that was in an NA tournament last week, and Zeloxory opens up with Roland. Really goes in with the unarmed, gets that D-Light neutral air, goes for the sword, gets that cider, landing it on Zychuu as he tries to get anything with the sword. Wow, D-Light cider into a side sig. Zychuu sent into the deep orange already. Zychuu opens up with a hammer, goes in for that ground pounded into a neutral light, and gets some damage on the Zelo, but Zelo hits him with that cider into his slide charge neutral sig. Ooh, goes for the horse. The remaining frame's not quite connecting him on that, but Zychuu's taking so much damage so far.
He was definitely taking a lot of damage. Zelo coming in with an explosive start. He can control from the start, but he doesn't seem to be able to get the knockout.
Ooh, goes for that side sig. Zychuu tries to punish it with the side light, doesn't quite work out. Goes for the lance neutral there. Zelo trying to end the stock as quickly as possible. Holds onto the mine, tosses it into the air, and goes for that neutral there to send Zychuu flying. Zychuu still holding onto his weapon. A neutral sig just casually walks up, punches him in the chin, sends him flying. And Zeloxory takes the first stock, barely taking any damage against Zychuu here.
You know, with that skin, he. Oh, God, okay, don't do that, please. Alright, back to the game.
Ooh, bomb connecting. That's definitely one way to lose a lead. Another bomb goes out and actually hits as well.
God.
Zychuu just being a god with these mines right now. Ooh, goes in for that cider, but Zeloxory is able to interrupt it with a weapon toss. But that cider from the hammer sends Zeloxory flying. Another cider will definitely do. Goes for that slide charge down sig. Doesn't quite work out. Trying to end the stock as quickly as possible. Zychuu quickly makes his way back to this game after that great start from Zeloxory. Ooh, gets that pivot down sig and sends Zeloxory flying. Zeloxory was just destroyed by mine after signature, and that lead that Zeloxory had that was so convincing is suddenly gone.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. 2 bombs and simple sensing, and that's it.
Zychuu,
Though, trying to get her back. Take control.
goes in-
Zychuu, though, is right there.
yeah, he's going in for sidelights, but Zychuu's actually taking the pace of this game quite slowly now that he's been able to read what Zeloxory is able to do with his sword. I feel like Zeloxory caught him off guard with those sword attacks, and now Zychuu is doing a great job being able to use some of that classic Scarlet unarmed options, gets that unarmed recovery, tosses the hammer aside, forcing Zelo low. Bomb is in the way, but Zeloxory makes it back with that sidelight, still in the red, goes for that side air with the lance, tries to do as much as he can with the down sig. Zeloxory tosses the sword away, picks up the lance of his own, lance goes high, bomb barely covers Zeloxory's head, and Zeloxory is at a solid deficit now. Ooh, goes for that recovery. Zeloxory's actually able to get that ground pound to cider, and he evens it up. Both players in the red now. A solid signature from Zeloxory will do it. Side sig barely doesn't kill Zychuu as he recovers in the neutral air to get back onto center stage. Both players at kill percent. Anything will do it.
Zelo simply just backtracks and hits him with the side stick. Doesn't kill, though. And Zychuu's almost coming back. I want to say Zychuu, but apparently that's wrong. Zychuu's apparently wrong as well. It's Zychuu for some reason.
Sorry. Chat.
I mean, dude, what is this? Chinese? Zychuu? Like, doesn't make sense. It's clearly CHU. Back to the game, though.
Okay. Just double checking to make sure. We'll call him Zychuu. It's alright. Zychuu, that's easier to say, too,
I guess.
to be completely honest.
I guess. But I ain't bending for no one, so let's get back.
So both players even it up. I didn't even see how it happened, but it doesn't matter. Zychuu landing that neutral air. Zeloxory, ooh, gets that reverse neutral light as Zychuu tries to go in. Has a lance in hand. I would be surprised to see Zy throw the lance into his face, but no, instead goes for side airs, goes for that lance recovery, follow up, and actually gets it. Both players find themselves in the yellow, not really finding any strings. Zeloxory tries to go in for a side air. Nala, or not, Zy holding on to the hammer. Is hit by that neutral light. Zeloxory doing a little bit more, doing a better job getting damage on Zychuu slowly, as he does damage over and over again. Zy finds himself into the orange. Zeloxory, ooh, tries to get that D-Light and not opting to put him towards the mine, not even trying to hit him into it. Zy just gets rid of that mine very quickly with a weapon toss, picks his hammer back up, goes for a down, so gets punished, but a cider, 2 ciders in a row actually landing into Zeloxory's face, and that sends him into the orange. Goes for his charge neutral sig to be able to cover an option, tosses the hammer into his face, has the lance now, Zeloxory unarmed, but calls in the Valkyrie, gets poked by the lance as well, side sig comes out, both players taking a decent amount of damage, but Zychuu is very close to being killed by Zeloxory's Roland.
Apparently it's Zychuu now.
I think we're just being
You know
told.
what?
Call him
I'll give
Zy.
up. I'll just
It
call him
is
Zy.
not,
Yeah.
it's Zychuu, not Zychuu. I don't know what that means, or you're trolling the heck out of us.
Just give it up.
Downlight comes out. Both players in the red.
Close, though.
Yeah, but that horse comes out, and that will do it. The first time we see the neutral sig on the lance come out from Zeloxory, and it sends Zy flying. And immediately going to the bands, he gets rid of Kings and Thunder Guards, up to Zy to be able to counterpick against Zeloxory when Zeloxory locks in his legend. We're all wrong, give up. Okay, Zy, give us a little bit of insight here then.
That game was way too close for my liking. I'm surprised that Zy managed to keep up that well. Zelo definitely can't say he was in control the entire game.
Definitely not, especially after that. Well, I wouldn't say first stock, but once Zy lost his first stock and hit all those bombs into Zeloxory, I feel like that completely ruined any momentum Zeloxory was able to have when going into that match, and it made it quite close as they both played around with their lances.
Oh, yeah, it's that not player damage but player mental damage, I like to call it. Like 2+ points to the mental game.
I understand. Yes, that's true. That's there. Momentum's a huge thing, especially when it comes to emotional players. But Zeloxory sticking with Roland. Zychuu holding on to Scarlet.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
God damn it! I spilled stuff all over me. Ugh.
Oh, what?
Right.
That's so. Anyways.
Yeah,
Exo losing his drink. Zeloxory opening up with the sword. Goes in for the downers. Ooh, goes for that weapon toss right away. Trying to get to the recovery follow-up, but Zy not landing anything quite well enough. Zeloxory goes in for the neutral there. Connects. Unarmed combat's happening here, but Zeloxory gets that sidelight. Misses the recovery follow-up, however, and the spike ball goes straight into Zeloxory's face. Scarlet's still hanging on to that weapon. Has the spike ball for the third time. Tosses it off the map this time. Follows up the recovery into a neutral there, but Zeloxory is winning out on these trades. Neutral light comes out from the hammer, however, and Zeloxory still has a solid lead. Ooh, down dive kick into the hammer comes out from Zy, and Zeloxory is forced to recover high despite that solid lead coming out from Zeloxory. Goes in for that side sig, dive kick into recovery into the GC neutral sig. That would have been amazing if it connected, but it didn't. Still gets a decent amount of damage on Zeloxory. So Roland goes for that charge side sig, gets punished by the sidelight. Zy holds on to this, the lance, goes for that down sig. Zeloxory playing with the sword. Bat comes out and a GC down sig ends up punishing Zeloxory for that. Zeloxory throwing out signature after signature. They're not very safe, and he's not getting anything off of it except for being punished, and he just kills himself. He straight up died. To just unfortunate. Definitely not NA Johns this time. Zeloxory tosses the bombs away. Goes for that neutral light, sends Zy flying, gets the weapon. No, recovers past it and actually gives it to Zy only to sidelight him in the face. Holds on to the horn. I wouldn't be surprised to see him throw it into a ground pound. But no. Recovery comes out from Zy, and Zy is taking this lead away as he manages to get past all the edgeguard opportunities from Zeloxory. Zeloxory goes for a reverse neutral sig, just gets punished by a neutral air. Ooh, that bomb bouncing around, tosses aside once again. Zeloxory trying to end the stock as quickly as possible, but these D-lights are not, or these downers are not connecting. Zy is taking the lead over Zeloxory's Roland here as he goes for that recovery. Neutral sig doesn't punish, and Zeloxory lands the down air. Weapon toss will do it.
Wow. I like that option. I like that option. Just, simply toss the weapon at him and be like, yo, that'll end the shot, and that's it. But Zelo, though, sitting in the orange, Zy is doing a really good job right now. Anything will probably kill Zelo at this point. Any hit, any ground pound.
Zy goes for the haymakers. Zeloxory
Tosses
the bomb aside, doesn't quite connect, but that definitely would have ended his stock. Zy holding on to the lance, goes for the neutral light, that neutral air rather.
Yeah.
Down sig comes out.
Zy just tossed himself at him when he saw Zelo with the bomb. Wow. Sure.
The recovery hits him into the lance, immediately stopping the momentum. It looks hilarious. And Zeloxory makes it back, takes a lot of damage, but that's not what Zy wants. Zy wants to end this stock, not to look flashy, and holds onto the hammer. He's trying to find that sider. Zeloxory just sends that lance flying off the side of the map as he takes a hammer to the face, and Zy takes the stock lead.
Normally the weapon setup works, but the issue was that the weapon didn't have enough momentum falling down. It was still just about to fall down, which means that the momentum was not enough to knock him out. If it had given it like, what, 0.50 seconds more, it would have most likely killed him.
Oh, really? Like the weapon falling down would have just sent him below the map?
Correct, it would just straight up kill him.
Whoa.
Zelo forfeits.
That was not a DC. He definitely put an input in there as he grants.
Forfeit. Okay, he just wanted to, end the game and get on with it.
he definitely wasn't feeling the Roland. I think he wants to switch up his legends. He was like, I'm not
And
winning
that's
this
fine.
match.
Yeah.
Roland, not really a legend that you'd see somebody coming back from crazy strings or just being able to do a lot of zero death combos.
I beg to differ.
You beg to differ? Well, we weren't seeing it from Zeloxory. what weapon would you say that Roland was able to do that on? Lance and sword?
Both, yeah.
Yeah.
Generally Lance, though. You know, have you seen my Lance?
I have seen your Lance. Can't say I've seen it on Roland. Actually, I have seen it on Roland. Never mind. You just use a different skin. Gosh, some of those skins make me feel like they're different legends at times. But either way, Zeloxory brings out the Ember that I'm used to seeing from him against Scarlet, and they go to Blackguard.
But yeah, I definitely agree with Zelo's choice. I mean, like, it's some players prefer to, you know, just end the game instead of trying to pressure yourself through winning it and just go through. And as you can see, he's doing wonders already with both.
Neutral Air comes out as Zy tries to toss the Scarlet's hammer into his face. Goes for the unknown combo, and Zeloxory gets another Neutral Air. These Neutral Airs are doing a crazy amount of work. Neutral Light comes out, just being able to punish every movement that Zy's going for. Dodges into the bomb, unfortunately. Another bomb comes out. That might be the stock. Oh my gosh, he goes for the ground pound. No, recovery barely hits Zy there, but that was 2 bombs in a row that nearly ended Zeloxory's fight. Those are the 2 first hits that Zy got all game. Sidelights actually to the...
What?
He actually makes it back to the stage. Zelo...
That was the freest edge guard of all time. He had one option, hit the ledge. That's a Zelo edge guard.
Ooh,
right
and
there.
that Lance actually bouncing from the mine into Zeloxory. Zeloxory tossed the guitars into his face in the side stick, but still Zeloxory took about way more damage than he needed to take that stock based off how well he was playing with that bow at first. Ooh, weapon goes into Zy's hands. Bomb comes out. That's definitely not what he wants to be hitting him in the face right now. Zeloxory is taking this lead and running with it. Spike ball in hand. Nothing's really spawning in favor of Zy. Mine comes out, holds on to the mine, tosses off the map, doesn't want to do anything with it. Zy finds the hammer, but gets hit by the neutral light from Zeloxory as he lands on the stage. Hammer goes flying. Another neutral light. Zeloxory just hitting him in the face time after time, again and again. Doesn't even need a weapon. He's just taking this lead and running with it. Cider comes out with the bow, goes for the Cider once again, but the weapon toss in the Cider will send him into the red. Goes for that neutral sig, and actually that's the stock. Wow, Cider and the weapon toss. Zy can't make it back.
Oh, wow, Zelo already with a 2 stock lead. That's crazy.
I'm so surprised by how that Cider from the bow interacted. I guess he barely hit the side of Blackguard and sent him flying off the wall down to the bottom of the map.
I think so, yeah. I don't know, man. A lot of things are weird about Brawlhalla. All we know for sure is that Death and Tombs and whatever.
Ooh, charge down to the... I guess he was trying to read Zeloxory, trying to go back for that boat, but the bomb goes into the charged
And that's
down
the first
heavy.
3 stock on stream, I think.
It is surprisingly lack of
3 stock on stream.
lack of 3 stocks today.